What VA diagnostic codes will get you the highest VA disability rating? I want to kind of show you how to find the VA diagnostic codes versus the SCT codes. So you know you actually have a diagnosis, because the diagnosis is the first step to getting a high disability rating. Then you need to have the nexus, and then the actual rating comes from the symptoms. So I'm going to walk you through all three of these and give you an example here. So we have chronic PTSD, and it has a SCT code. That's not a diagnostic code. The VA puts SCT codes in our problem list up at the top when you download your My Healthy Vet records. These are not diagnostic codes. You want to see it like this, where you see SCT codes and ICD-10 codes. Then you know for sure you have a diagnosis. So we have ICD-10 F43.12, and then it says primary after it. So that is a primary disability. Then we also have Major Depressive Disorder. We have the SCT code. And then it has the ICD code, ICD-10 F32.2. So these are two really good Major Depressive Disorder and combat PTSD. These can go all the way up to 100%. And then we have adjustment insomnia, which is ICD-10 F502. You only get one mental health rating. In this case, you need to have the diagnosis from the VA when you're filing a PTSD claim, and he's got it. It's not just a SCT code. It's not just some mentions. He's got the ICD-10 code, and it all comes down to VA diagnostic codes. He's got this one in the bag here. So filing this claim, if we're looking at this, you need to have a current diagnosis. Got it. So he has the nexus because it's on his DD-214. It's plastered right on it. So the last component is the symptoms. The severity of your symptoms will dictate how to get a high VA disability rating. So let's look through the most important part on the mental health DBQ. It's this area right here. This is what it all comes down to. Box number 3 on the mental health disability benefits questionnaire for mental health conditions, all of them. It says occupational and social impairment. Occupational and social impairment with occasional decrease in work efficiency, 30% rating. Occupational and social impairment with reduced reliability and productivity. That's a 50% rating. Occupational and social impairment with deficiencies in most areas such as work, school, family relations, judgment, thinking, and or mood. This is a 70% rating. If you get this box checked, this is what it all boils down to. There's all sorts of things that are going to be filled out on this DBQ, but this is the most important thing. Get this box checked and you have a 70% rating. Or if your symptoms are worse, total occupational and social impairment, that's a 100% rating. These check boxes correlate with the law. If you look at the Code of Federal Regulations that governs ratings, it's right in there. The DBQ matches up with the CFR, and this is the box it's done in. This DBQ is going to be filled out by the CNP examiner. It's a good idea for you to get your own opinion before you go to the CNP exam. Go get your own mental health doctor to fill out a DBQ or an independent medical opinion. So when you walk in there, you already have a doctor on your side saying this is you. And then it's up to the CNP examiner to either agree or disagree. If they do disagree, then you'll have something to fight with in appeal. Hey, I've got my records, and your guy, didn't agree with it, and you could challenge it and win that. If you need medical evidence, check out my med team. Links in the description, send an email, and they'll be able to help you out. Also, check out my boot camp at combatcraig.com.